Everyone, welcome to IPO Market Watch. My name is Mike. I am your host, and in this YouTube video, I am going to talk to you briefly, but with some fundamental analysis, some technical analysis. We'll look at the financials briefly of a stock, of a company that I believe is trading undervalued. I believe is a really great company. It's an amazing company. I've already done a YouTube video about them in the past, and when I had done a YouTube video in the past long ago, it wasn't this year, after my YouTube video, the stock ran up like $10 or $15 per share higher than what my YouTube video was. And I think that was back in 2023, if I remember. Yeah, around there. We'll see. But now in 2025, this stock is back down. It's back down to around 15 bucks. All right, not 50. All right, 15, around 15 US dollars. And yeah, it's highly undervalued, guys. I think it's the right time to look at it again. But when I say it's the right time to look at it again or buy it, I mean, personally speaking, for me, it's not financial advice for you. My YouTube video is not financial advice. My opinions are not financial advice, right? So you have to do your own due diligence, your own homework, and make decisions on your own. At the same time, in this YouTube video, I will also talk to you about other stocks and some updates on other things like new AI tools that we use, because people ask me, how do you find these stocks? How do you find opportunities? You know, Mike, you're always like, someone called me Midas Mike and all that stuff. I use tools, guys. I use tools, and I'll show you which tools. All right, so let's get started. One of the tools is dark pool. An example is take a symbol RPRX, and you're seeing right here our dark pool information for RPRX, which came in today on our Discord, and it's a massive buy. It's about $35.5 million worth, $35.5 million worth of RPRX buy at the price of $35.88. This is something that should draw your attention, in my opinion.
Okay, now you have my attention.
So first of all, if you want to have access to dark pool, you can by joining our Discord/Patreon community, and the link is in the description of the video. When you're over in the dark pool in our Patreon and you're looking at this, and you're seeing this $35 million buy on RPRX, which is a really solid company, and I've talked about RPRX on YouTube many times. I've done a video about them in the past. Even though this YouTube video is not about RPRX, maybe that's a hint, maybe that's some kind of an idea that you might want to check out. I had done a YouTube video in the past for Puma. I think if you've been following me long enough, you know it. You will remember this YouTube video. Here's the screenshot. And someone asked me yesterday about Puma. So yeah, I have done a YouTube video about them. It was during that time when it was trading at $2.39. And today it is at $2.75. So, it's up. Maybe not so much, but it is up. So, you didn't lose money. One of the tools that have been added over on my Discord/Patreon is fair value. So artificial intelligence will decide what the fair value of a stock is. In this case, our AI is called the fair value momentum, and it will decide the fair value of a stock and explain its reasoning why. It's not financial advice, but maybe it is a tool that might be helpful. So we do have that. For example, if we run fair value today for ULCC, it tells us that the current price is $391 at the time when I had ran that command, and it tells us that the fair value is at $472. Another tool that we use over on our Patreon/Discord, everyone, is momentum analysis. Here's an example of momentum analysis when we ran it for WBTN. At that time, the price was $8.66. It gave us a strong signal buy for it, and like I said, it was $8.66 at the time. Right now it's at $9.30, making money on that. Momentum analysis for SKYT over on our Discord, when we ran it, it was at $9.89. The stock is now at $10, so it's moving up, making money on that. Wave, we had done a momentum analysis on Wave at $5.84, and at the time of recording this video, it's at $6.20, so we're making money on that. We had done a momentum analysis on BTBT, and at that time it was $2. Right now it's at $2.41, making money on that. We had done a momentum analysis for NFE. At that time it was $3.15. Right now it's at $3.64. So yeah, I mean, here's another example. Snap momentum analysis at 872. It gave us a buy signal, and right now it's at 939. So those are tools, and there's other tools that we have over on my Discord. I'll talk about them later in this video. But let's go over to that $15 US stock, which if you follow, if you've been following this YouTube channel, you know it. I have done a deep dive video about it. So I'm not going to do a deep dive again. It's pointless to do that. Like I said, we're going to briefly touch on the company, the financials, some technical and fundamental indicators that I have looked up, and news, which give me the conclusion. I come to the conclusion that it is a buy right now. So the company is DoubleVerify Holdings, ticker symbol DV. It provides media effectiveness platform in the United States and internationally. The company provides data analytics that enable advertisers to increase their effectiveness and quality and return on their digital advertising investments. Currently in pre-market at the time of me recording this YouTube video is July 2nd, 2025, and the stock is trading at $14.57. It closed yesterday at $15.06. The market cap is at $2.4 billion. Shares outstanding 162 million. Really cool news that they had on July 30th, 2025 was DoubleVerify debuts its first of its kind attention measurement for social media, launching with Snap. And obviously we expect this to go on Meta and X. Hopefully we'll get news for that. But Snap, good enough. And by the way, Snap, it's got a good momentum. It is moving. It is moving. And when we run the Bull Screener, which is a new one, it's a more comprehensive, more powerful momentum analysis that we have now over on our Discord. It gives us a comprehensive technical analysis with pattern recognition. The overall analysis comes out amazing. A Bull score of 91 out of 100. Let me tell you something. 80 out of 100 or higher, usually always those type of momentum results always turn out good. So when we get a 91 out of 100, I'm super excited about that. It is recommended a strong buy, but our AI tools are not financial advice. Obviously, no AI tool can replace your own brain and your own decision making, obviously, right? So these are not financial advices, these are tools, but according to that, it gives it a strong buy, and it explains the reasons why, right? It looks at key technical indicators like RSI, MACD, stochastic, moving average, ADX. It analyzes the more advanced analysis like Bollinger Band and BB squeeze, OBV trends, and all that stuff, right? So taking all that into consideration and more, it gives us a strong buy recommendation at the current price where it is right now, around 15 bucks. If we do a fast momentum analysis, we get that too. We get a 90 out of 100 score at the current price of around 15 bucks. So I like that. I like already right off the bat that both the comprehensive analysis and the fast momentum analysis are giving us a powerful, strong buy indicator. But I already knew this company from before. Like I said, I've done YouTube videos about this company long ago. And in our Discord, we've been in and out of DoubleVerify. Last year we made money. We've actually never lost money getting into DoubleVerify if you get into the right time, right? So like I said, I think right now is the right time, personally speaking, for me. The company, one of the reasons why I think it is also the right time, besides that the stock is trading on fundamentally undervalued, the company updated their Q2 guidance and they point to a 17% year-over-year growth, which is awesome, right, for the rest of the year. That compares to 10%, which analysts had. So it's far exceeding the expectations of analysts. So the expectation for full year revenue is up 13%. The company says that we're going to go higher. We're going to end up 13% higher in revenue than that of last year, which is also beating the expectations of analysts by 10, which was 10%, right? So Q2, they say 17% beating that the analysts, the full year beating the analysts' expectations, 17% year-over-year growth, 30% margin improvement. What else? The revenue expectations are up 13% for the year of 2025, and adjusted EBITDA expectations 32% margin. Looking at the revenue of the company, look at that. Every single year goes higher. We can also run a Warren Buffett command over on the Discord, and we have Mr. Warren Buffett analyze a stock for us. I mean, that's right there is a game changer. You have Warren Buffett within the Discord at any time, 24/7, to analyze the stock for you. Now, when we run a DV double verify analysis, obviously Warren Buffett is not going to like it. I've never seen Berkshire Hathaway buy double verify or any company in its sector, but that's okay. That's okay. I still make my own decisions. Warren Buffett never bought Microsoft. He never bought Google. He never bought Amazon. He never bought Tesla. And they did good. They did well, right? Obviously, one of the best stocks out there. So it's okay. But the point of having the Warren Buffett command, trust me, if you find in the Warren Buffett command in the Discord a stock that Warren Buffett returns as a strong buy, yeah, I would definitely look at that. Yeah, it gave us a 40 out of 100, which, believe me, is not so bad. He's been a very harsh critic on many stocks I've asked him. There's the valuation metrics that Warren Buffett looks at, and the profitability analysis that he uses to come up with his analysis. He also looks at financial strength, and he explains all that information for DoubleVerify, what it is. Obviously, the cash flow, free cash flow, margins, and all that. If there's a dividend, the book value, everything. He takes into consideration everything. And then he comes up with his criteria based on all that information that he took. DoubleVerify doesn't match this, that, but it matches the low debt equity, the positive free cash flow. He's happy with that. He's happy with DoubleVerify, strong liquidity, etc. And then gives you the investment recommendation, which will say sell. But I say buy. For me, I'm gonna buy it. I'm not going to listen to Warren Buffett right now. Overall, my Discord, if I run a chart analysis, it comes out bullish, technical chart analysis. Other things that we can do overall on the Discord is the bond market analysis, which I always look at the bond market, and I think that you should too. We can also do a Peter Lynch analysis over on my Discord. So you can also have Peter Lynch analyze stocks for you. And if we run, let's say for Qualcomm, he actually has a score of 53 out of 100. But overall, he gives it a hold. Not bad. We can do a rate value analysis. This is the complete analysis that you can see the rate value comes up with for any stock that you ask. He can analyze it for you 24/7. Economic indicators. Yeah, I'm going to stop the video right here. DoubleVerify. If you want to check it out, maybe you might want to check it out. I don't know. That's up to you. I think that it has a lot of upside going forward. My price target for this year is $22 US for DoubleVerify. Let me know in the comment section below what you think, and if you want to join our Discord/Patreon, the link is in the description of the video. I wish you guys all the best and take care.